Brighton, Fulham. Many wouldn't think this would be 6th, 7th at the start of the season, but two clubs who have done so well.
Yeah, definitely. I think we are really pleased the way we have been playing so far and the way where you are in the table as well. We cannot hide that situation, but more the way you are playing and achieving results and growing as a team as well. And of course, we are going to face a team with high quality, in my opinion. Not just because they are in a very good position table, of course. Even the beginning of the season, they were even higher on the table. I remember first months they were in the top four as well. But the way they have been playing, the way they have been dominant as well, um, they are going to be a really tough team to play against. But at the same time, I believe that they know that it will be tough to play against us as well.
They're a good example of a club getting things right with the right coaches, recruitment. But I'm beginning to see maybe similarities in yourselves. You've recruited well as well. Do you see that?
I don't like to compare. It's not fair, and it's not really our focus to compare with the other clubs or something. Okay, I have to agree with you that the last few seasons they have been doing really well. They are always in Premier League. You can see that season after season they are improving their position on the table, their quality as well, and I think it's clear for everyone the way they recruit some young lads, even if they in some of the young lads they spend a very good amount of money. Okay, but you can see the quality there. You can see an idea, of course, apart from the moment that Roberto joined them. Before that, the same manager during 3-4 seasons as well. It helps always them to do something with consistent in that situation. Of course, after with Roberto, and they keep doing really well, probably even better, and they are playing really well. To compare is unfair. They are here just 19 months. Is difficult to compare different situation as well because we come from the championship. We didn't start in Premier League as well, but about recruitment, of course, is something that we have to do our best to do it well because it's really important, of course, to make the people that they are already here to make them feel well and to make them feel important as well. At the same time, to improve the squad and to make the recruitment really well. You know that sometimes it's difficult to be really spot on in all the players that they sign, but most of them you have to do it right to improve always the squad and to create more competition inside, like we did last summer, and I believe like we did last month as well.
I said to you in August. In February, if you're going to be 7th and deservedly so, what would you have said to me?
I will be really pleased. And if you said that we are going to deserve, will be the most important thing. And really, this is what has to make us more proud and to believe more in ourselves and the work we have been doing so far. That we deserve to be there. Probably we could have even more points because we deserve it as well. This is the main thing for me. Of course, the position is important, gives the confidence, gives the boost that the players they need to believe more and more that is the way, and they are really going onto our ideas, and they are bringing they are buying the ideas. This is very important as well. If I can say in this way, of course, make us too proud. More than that, if you ask me last August if we are going to be there or not, in that moment I have to answer to you that we are going to do our best to achieve our target. That is the main thing.
If you win Saturday, you go above Brighton in 6th. That's a European spot. Would you embrace Europe? I mean, there's a lot of games, but you're a kind of coach you want to be in the European competitions.
We are not going to change. I have to, and it's not lack of ambition at all. You know myself, and I think the best way for us to prove it is on the pitch, not with words before the match or during the match, or our players now to come to change the targets because we have a target inside our football club clear, and the players they know in terms of points at all, and until the moment as well in terms of points, until the moment we haven't achieved that points we are not going to change the our target and our goals. That is clear for us. Of course, if for some reason you get that amount of points that we was our goal from the beginning of the season, I'll be the first one to create another goal for ourselves because we need this as well, and I'll be the first one, and the players they will know that for sure, and probably after you are going to know it. It's not important for the moment now to say that you are going to fight for something different. if you haven't achieved the main one until now. And it's not, I repeat again, not lack of ambition, because our ambition you have to prove and to show inside the pitch, and I think you are doing well in that situation.
One of the main reasons of this success so far this season, I've just double checked again, 12 different scorers in the Premier League. That's quite remarkable, Marco, isn't it?
I don't know the numbers of the other teams as well. I don't know if you have if you have analyzed that or not. I don't have the numbers the other teams. But I said several times to you here that is something natural in my teams as well. It's not something new in my teams. Normal the way you share the goals, the way you demand from the players to arrive in certain areas, and in all the situations as well, the way you prepare set pieces as well, make us to share the goals between all our players. I think is a very good thing when everyone is talking about that you depend from one player. Everyone is talking about how we depend from Mitrovic as a striker as well. That shows that is not true. Of course, he's a top goal scorer. He's our top goal scorer. He's a top striker. Is really important for me from the first day I joined the football club as well. But we are much more than just one or two players in this situation. It's a very good example. I have to tell you, of course, was a different season, but in all the other clubs before was more or less the same situation. Even last season, of course, we scored more than 100 goals, but I think probably we shared the goals between, 17, 18 players. I think the number is even bigger than this one, of course, with the amount of goals we scored.
Tony Khan says you're the best coach he's ever worked with. Sounds good.
I work with small number of managers as well, probably just 3 or 4. I think. Okay, this is a different situation. I think in football it just work with, I don't know how many, probably 3, 4 or 5.
It was very complimentary about you.
Of course, no, I'm messing a little bit with the situation. Of course, is important when the people that is in charge of the club and they are above you and they are above in the structure, or they are on the side with you or the same side, they are happy with you and they are pleased with you. Of course, the main thing for me is to feel first of all to make our fans proud of ourselves. That is the main thing when I'm here managing this football club. Is always like that. We work for them and we want make them too proud of us, and they have to feel always that you are fighting really hard for the shirt. That is the main thing. And of course, at the same time, make the people that is working with you, the owner of the club, all the situation, to make you that you feel that you are improving the football club. And of course, when they are complimentary really about ourselves and the work myself, my staff, or the players they are doing, of course, we are pleased for that.
Are you proud of what you've achieved? I know it's not over yet, but you should be proud of what you're doing. The fans are so happy. You're playing good football. You've got a good team now, which you brought in. There have been debates for the years. How good is Marco Silva? I've got Everton fans saying you're unlucky at Goodison. Can you just take a step back and maybe give yourself a pat on the back?
No, I'm really proud, but I'm not. One of the things that I really believe that I don't change many things. I still believe in really in the job we are doing, not myself, just our staff as well. Everything what we have been creating this season before, all the other seasons as well, because sometimes some people they look just for the results, and I know that the results sometimes they speak louder than the other things as well. But the main thing for me that everyone that was working with us so far, not just this season, the seasons before, they recognize our quality and what we have been doing in the clubs so far. That is the main thing for us. Of course, after what the people comment and all the situation, it will not make me to change anything or to lose the focus, because I really believe in the work. Of course, I want to improve always. Is the main thing. Demand from myself and my staff, and the main thing I want to make the players to believe, and I have to prove just for the people inside this football club and for our fans our quality day by day, and the players they have to feel that. And I think all of us, you are feeling that you are in the right track.
Finally, from me then, do you feel at home here? You've had a few English clubs. Do you feel this is like the club, your club now?
Now is our club. It's my club now. 2 seasons ago was not my club. Was different club. Believe me, when I really feel well. Of course, I cannot hide to you. And in football is when you are winning and getting results. Everyone is smiling. The mood is completely different. But I want the same if something comes wrong in the future. I said from the first day as well. For our fans was the only thing that I asked them to be always with the team, not just in the good moments, the bad moments, because we will not be always sunshine. I think this afternoon is a good example that will be not so good, and we have to be always in the same page, because it's so easy the football when the ball is goes always in the right direction. You are winning games, keeping clean sheets, everything is so nice, everything is perfect. But football is not always like that, and what makes the difference, and we have very good examples in this country. and right now in Premier League, some manager and some clubs they stuck with the same manager and the same ideas, and see where they are right now, and they are really in a better position than before. I think that are the good examples. Is just what I ask our fans. If something comes not so good in the future, they have to be behind these players because they deserve it as well. Answer that to you, of course, I'm happy. I feel well every time I come to do my job every single day. If I come with the full motivation, is the best thing for me. But I have to answer that to you, of course. Last 20 months, this was my club. I'm feeling at home here, but I have to say that 3 years ago I was feeling at home where I was. 4 years ago I was feeling at home when I was as well.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, Marco.
Hi.
You've been talking about managers. How impressed have you been with the work that Roberto De Zerbi has done at Brighton?
I know Roberto well, or his job well, okay, in Sassuolo, and of course in a short period in Shakhtar as well. I think for me, it's not something new. It's something that he has done in Sassuolo really well, and of course before the war start in Shakhtar as well. Some games in Champions League, of course, different football, different. Shakhtar normally their targets to be champion, different thing than Sassuolo now in Brighton as well. But it's clear the idea is there, same thing than in Italy and in Ukraine as well. And he's doing a very good job. Definitely, he's doing a very good job. Of course, when he came in, first time they were in a very good position. I think Brighton, season after season, they have been improving and much more consistent. Okay, improving their results and position on the table as well. They were, when he came in first time, they were in a very good position. I don't know if fourth or fifth on the table. But I have to be fair and honest. Really, he's doing a very good job. He's a very good manager. He's proving that as well. I think the players they have switch really well in his style as well. And of course, they have been doing a tough team to play against, and they have been achieving very good results. They can be dominant on the ball, not just against several teams. I think against all the teams so far since Roberto came. They have been really being dominant on the ball. Most of the games, to don't say all the games, they have more possession than the opposition side so far. It's not just okay, and I'm talking about all the teams that they play against. I'm not sure if 100% of the games they had more possession than all the other teams, but almost 100% of the games that they play, they have more possession the teams, and they have been dominant on the ball, and sometimes they have the capacity to frustrate the other teams when to take the ball from them is something that we have to be aware, because you are a team that you like to have the ball as well, and you have to be aware with this situation. But I agree with you that he's doing a very good job and will be tough. But at the same time, we have all full confidence in ourselves, what we are capable to do, and I'm sure that they know that will be tough to them as well.
One of the players who's really impressed with Brighton this season is Kaori Mitoma. How big a threat do you think he poses for them?
Top player. He's really a threat for all the back lines. For the in that left hand side is really a player with a speedful player. He's got great skills as well. Can score, can decide games as well. But will be unfair if I just talk about Mitoma. Of course, he's being one of the biggest surprise this season so far in terms of new players coming. But a team that has Caicedo and McAllister on the midfielder line is impossible to talk about them and don't speak about these two players as well. Okay, Marsh probably is doing one of his best seasons so far as well on the right hand side, and they have the quality. The collective quality is there clear, and you can understand that. And of course, they have players that they can decide the match.
Talking about your team and one player in particular, Willian, who of course scored last weekend. How impressed have you been with not just his form on the pitch, but just the way he's around the squad, around the training group as well?
Yeah, top player, top guy, top professional, and of course I have to repeat what I said last Saturday. Of course, for you, you can see it every match day. How he's playing so well, how he's improving every game as well, how he's decided games, and how he's enjoying, and everyone is enjoying his games. We as a staff, his teammates, we have the privilege to see it every single day, because what he's doing in the match day, he's preparing himself on a daily basis as well. All the other parties, how the career that he has right now, he did until now, he's a really humble guy. He's a top guy, really humble, always try to improve, always open to learn, with the right mindset to come to train every single day. He doesn't like to lose even one session. Even if sometimes we try to manage him as well, he wants to be always there. And this is the main thing for me. If you can keep him, and I'm sure that we are going to keep him with enjoying every single day, coming to training now with a smile on his face, all the other things he has. And of course, after we have to give the paths to him and the ways we want to play because he's a top player.
And finally, for me, what's your team news for the game on Saturday?
As you know, we have another session tomorrow. We have to see some knocks from the last game. We have to keep assessing some players. Let's see if we have all of them available. Probably yes. Apart from the Tom Carney and Niska Cabano, let's see the situation with Hobson was a little bit healed beginning of the week. Looks in better condition as well. William had a knock. Mito had a issue as well. Let's see how they are going to be tomorrow.